Tech bros, tech baddies, once again back at you guys with another video. So I wanted to leave this video today because I want to get people to understand that in order for you to get into tech, there needs to be a mind shift change for you. And I want to talk today about the mind shift change that happened within me that actually kind of got me started into doing information technology. And I don't know if you guys are going to have the same story or a similar story, but I want to go ahead and share my story with you guys and kind of give you some piece of advice when it comes to either A, picking a tech career, or B, picking any career that you want to be in. So I want to go ahead and get into it. Let's not even waste any more time. Let's hop into it, guys. So when people think about IT, most of the time people think about IT as like certifications, coding, you know, networking, systems administration, and to be honest, and computers, right? Like people think, when they think IT, they think about those things. And I will tell you that the biggest change for me was the way that I could use IT to play a role into people's lives, right? So I want to go over my quick story real quick. So I told you guys in my last video, which I'm going to leave right here, about the pathway I took to make 6 figures a year. But in my last video, I told you guys that I went to college for business and I minored in information systems, right? I knew that I wanted to do something within business and technology, but at the time when I was in college, I wasn't sure how it was going to all unfold, right? I didn't have an idea of what it was supposed to look like, right? And tell you the truth, guys, I did not even like tech at first. I got to create a video on like how that even happened. Like, guys, I used to hate technology. I freaking hated it, for real. So it didn't fully connect for me at the time when I was in college, right? But then when I got that job at the cell phone company, I remember my mother had told a bunch of people in her apartment building that she was living in that I was, you know, I was doing tech now and I could fix people's technology issues. So when I would go over to her house in her apartment, what she would do is she would walk me around the building because there were so many people in her building that needed tech problems, right? And it was basic stuff. Like they needed help with their cell phone, obviously, because I was working at the cell phone company at the time. They needed help with their computers, of course, being able to connect to the Wi-Fi connection. They needed to figure out how to get their printers reset. They would have little desktop printers that they were using and whatnot. So, and what I found out with helping the people in my mom's building, that it was shocking to me to see how many people struggle with very simple technology things that I had learned very, very quickly. And the people that I was helping thought that I was just some type of a tech god because of the things that like I had wound up fixing for the people in my building. And they were older people as well, which was also, you know, I love old people. It is what it is, right? So that right there started to change my mind and shift my mindset about tech, because what I started to realize that there was a huge need for people who could bridge the gap between technology and just being like a decent human being, right? So essentially I had stopped chasing the cool stuff about having a job and just started chasing what value could I bring to the technology sphere, right? That was when my mindset started to change, right? Knowing advanced systems or trying to sound super technical, and that's a thing, but at that time, at least, it was not my path. I was not super technical back at the time I was helping my mom and her friends, right? What that got me to realize as I started to move up in the corporate world with technology is that companies don't just pay you for knowing tech. They pay people that can actually solve a real problem, okay? And I want you guys to remember that. They pay people who can communicate well, and they pay people who can make systems easier for anybody to use it, whether it's people of old or people of younger people, right? And that was the change that I saw. That was what kind of made me say, you know what, there's a lane here for me, because there was definitely a need for people who really needed tech help, but they couldn't get it, and they were dealing with people, especially other tech people, that just weren't nice enough, weren't friendly enough to be able to help them because they hadn't really kept up with the times, right? So a lot of the times what I was doing in my new jobs, I started to pay attention about how systems worked and how you combine business and tech and how you explain things to different groups of people and whatnot. Oh my God, somebody's honking horn. It's like 5 o'clock on a Friday. So right there, that is when real technical opportunities and real jobs started opening up for me, because what I've explained to you guys on this channel before, I am not here to tell you guys that you guys should not be technical at all. I am not here to say that. What I am saying is that I think a lot of people are the void of knowing how to be able to communicate with people, as well as having a technical background to go on top of that, right? And that is where I started to bring it all home. And I'm just going to bring this all home right now. Tech for me was about people. Every password reset, every broken laptop, every network issue, guys, that right there, even every systems outage, right? He had a systems outage that affected a bunch of people, right? I had to understand that there were people on the other side of this that needed help, of all of those things I just mentioned, right? And I understood that. Once I understood that, I just became better at my job. It became easier to do tech, to understand, not just from a tech support person, but from the customer standpoint, understanding what it is that they were going through, because I was also a customer too, right? So I stopped looking at people as like users and just ticket numbers, and I started looking at them like people who truly needed support. And for me, I believe the demand for tech people in this space is only going to continue to grow, right? We've got AI, we've got cybersecurity, we've got cloud systems, we've got automation, we've got smart devices, we've got meta glasses I just talked about in the previous video, guys. We have so many things that are helping right now to help make the world go, but there are so many people that are behind from a technological standpoint, right? And if you've been thinking about getting into tech, guys, I am telling you right now, now is your time. If you're watching this video and you're thinking about getting into tech, please, now is the time to do it, because guys, AI and meta and stuff like that, guys, we have not even scratched the surface of what this is gonna be. We haven't, guys. There's so much coming, okay? But understand something, no matter how advanced systems become, and no matter how businesses become, and how everyday people, no matter how many systems we have, advanced systems that we have, people are still going to need knowledgeable people to be able to manage, to be able to explain, to be able to troubleshoot, and to be able to support the systems. Guys, people complaining about and worrying about AI taking their jobs, guys. The technical jobs are going to be here, guys. Someone needs to run these applications. Someone needs to touch this equipment. Someone needs to set up the data centers. Someone needs to do this, guys. And they need human beings to do this, okay? You don't need to know everything to do tech. You just need to start, okay? You just need to be willing to learn, to be able to adapt, and to be able to want to help people, okay? So to bring it all home, my overall mindset that changed was just realizing that tech wasn't just about computers. It was truly about solving problems for everyday people. And that is when, for me, it started to hit home and said, you know what, there's a lane for me, there's a path for me in tech support and further beyond, because I've been able to scale it up further and beyond and make 6 figures a year doing exactly what I'm telling you guys right now. So listen, I want to wrap up this video saying thank you guys again for watching. I truly appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe, and comment in the comment section if any of you guys are tech people. What made you interested in tech? Like, how did it happen for you? Where did it come from? You know, I don't know if you have similar stories like mine where you just help your mom or help your girlfriend or something like that, but hey guys, let me know in the comments. I'll catch you the next time. Peace.